probably want to know why KOPA Hub has three different tiers. And the real answer is because we've worked in the industry for cumulatively decades of experience. We know what it's like to be at various points, whether it was it doing a deal one off by ourselves or doing them in large private equity companies or on marketplaces. We know what it's like to get deals done in different places. So the first thing about KOPA is that we are about ownership and expanding ownership to as many people as possible. For that reason, we have the standard version. The standard version is essentially the thing that you could do if you were completely by yourself, all the basic information that you would need to be able to make something work, to have a very detailed and worthwhile due diligence process and pre-screening that you can make sure the property is correct, that you have all the information that you would need and all the enriched data. Essentially, what the standard version allows you to do is it's your baseline that allows you to know for sure that the real estate that you're looking at is correct, and that you can then share with others in a way that allows you to share with possible investors or others in an easy way. Okay, so for KOPA Hub Standard, what we do is we make sure that you have access to all the baseline things that you would need to make sure that a deal is done, it's complete, and done in the way that you need to be with institutional level quality, with stunning visuals, and make it very easy. So KOPA Hub Standard includes all of the basics that you would need from document ingestion and customized deal links, where we will be scanning through the documents quickly, rendering them to you, adding all the enriched data, all the things and then servicing things from municipal records, etc. All those basic things that you would need to make sure that the deal is good and that you have all the deal information that you need, we've got you covered. The purpose for KOPA Hub Standard is probably going to be more for individuals working, smaller groups. Think of your syndicator, more like syndicators or individual brokers or small teams brokers, people that need to get something out quickly and easily. It's much more focused on the individual, so that individuals can be able to use this as well and be able to, let's say one person on the team has access to it and they want to expand it out, or if you want to have multiple people on your team, you can have that. But the idea is much more for a smaller size team that allows you to get all the basics and necessities of what you need to get a deal done and to be able to share it with potential investors, clients, etc. The next step is the sell side. And so if you want to think of it this way, if you're a broker or a banker or someone who generally is in the services side, who has to work with a client who then gives you information and then you represent them, you maybe representing a seller or a buyer for the transaction to happen. At that point, we realized that if you're going to do that, you need to have access to tools that allow you to work across teams. So it's one thing to be able to work by yourself as a singular broker, but we all know that typically the best outcomes are gotten with brokers and sales side professionals who work on teams, whether it's 2, 3, 5, 8 people. What matters is that you have some people who are specialized in certain things and others who are able to do others, and you can kind of all work together. So one of the big things about sell side is that we offer the ability to work across teams. We also, given the nature of how we've done our work and how you have a customized deal link, we make sure that you as the sell side can take information in from hundreds or dozens of clients all at once and then make it easy for you to be able to go out to the general market. The way that we do this is that we make sure that you can confirm information from your client directly within minutes or hours. And once that's there, you can generate an offering memorandum or any other type of marketing collateral that you would need to be able to get the property out to the world and make it look in its best light. You can generate that in minutes with our visual document builder. And so our job, of course, this requires a lot of cost on our side to allow you to generate as many documents or as many documents or as many offer memorandums or whatever you need as you want. So it costs a little more, but our primary feature is making sure that you have all the team information that you need, the ability to replace email and keep a single source of truth for your entire team so you understand how to do deals faster in the future, allow you to have an easier conversation with your clients and have them be able to help you uh, sell much faster, and be able to send out information much faster, and then ultimately to be able to create materials that allow you to go much faster as well. And we've taken all the things, and these are typically add-ons that would otherwise be as part of KOPA. And what we did instead of putting them all together is we combined them together, and then we gave a discount off all the items that you would need to be able to be the best sales side professional possible. KOPA Hub sales side is for, again, for people in services, so brokers, bankers, folks who actually need to get through a high volume of deals quickly and need to make stunning investment materials and documents, and they're going to be mostly visual in nature. So yes, all the underwriting, all of the due diligence, all the same checking, the same skills, that's all built in. But now, if you're talking about sales side, you're probably a little bit bigger of an institution or a bigger company or a bigger team. We need to have more cross team functionality where multiple people will be working on things, where you'll need to have other people check other people's work, where you'll need to have the ability to share and do external negotiations with others, and keep those all in one seamless truth of knowledge or one source of knowledge across the board. So KOPA Hub is very different in that way. Or KOPA Hub sales side is very different in that way because not only do we allow you to keep all this information for yourself, create a single source of truth amongst everybody on your team, and then transact on it, we also allow you to then create those stunning visual documents that allow you to really wow your clients and then also attract the highest prices for the deals you're trying to do. And buy side is similar to sell side in that we know that when you're on the buy side and you have to actually worry about having the assets afterwards, you're not so much focused on volume as you are about making sure that everything there is to know about the property is correct, that it's precise, it's accurate, and that, yes, only with all those things can you then make sure that it becomes about speed. If we can give you, because we can give you 90+% accuracy, and we flag any issue that's possibly off to you as a bias towards flagging versus not, our job is to make sure that you are able to go as deep and get as deep and granular into the information that is presented to you, and then enrich it with other data that you could possibly need. And then your ability to be able to share with other people on your team, replace the need for email, to be able to negotiate with external parties. Think of other lawyers or other accountants or anyone with your counterparty that needs to go back and forth, and you can actually keep records of those communications as well. Also serve as a deal room. Essentially, all the things that you would need to get a deal done, all in one place. And then on top of that, we provide you the written document builder because we know that you probably need to make some type of executive summary or investment committee memo or some type of other summary that allows for your investors to be able to see what the work that you've done, understand why it's important, understand what it is that you need to, what your business plan is and how you plan to change it, and put it all together so that you now have all that you need to build the perfect type of document for yourself. And we also understand that you have your own versions of this from previous options or from previous deals that you probably have done. So we want you to be able to use those old drafts as a template, and that we can then replicate that as well, so that you can then build these ICMs and executive summaries and whatnot that much faster. The written document capability also comes with the ability to add in more document types that fit with the things that you'll need, so that will be an expanding piece as well. KOPA Hub buy side is a bit different as well, because these are for folks who are in larger organizations as well, who need to be able to communicate across teams, who need to be able to negotiate and do cross-party negotiations, including with your counterparties. So think of a lawyer on your side having to negotiate across with the lawyer of somebody else's side to try to save costs. We make sure that we give you the detailed information that you need, that it's accurate, that it's all correct, as everything else in KOPA is. But then we know that you need to be able to take that information and generate documents, typically written-based documents that are clear, concise, or verbose if you'd like to be, but with perfect functionality, perfect accuracy, perfect attention to detail. That is also customizable by you and how you want to be able to make something work. Why you think the investment attributes or the risk mitigating factors are what they are. You get to pick that. And what we do is we help you build that document very quickly and then allow you to take that out. And so you can be done with minutes and not hours. So the next step is to understand our pricing and value propositions. So again, we are real estate professionals. We come from the space. We've done over $13 billion of transactions. So we've done it of every property type. So we understand how things work, and we understand that there are different types of people in the market. There are some people who only do a deal a year, a deal every other year, perhaps a deal every few years, and then they take it and they manage it or they hold it, and that's a very particular type of person. We want to make sure that we have the full functionality, no, the full offering to people of every single type within the real estate industry. So for those who are going to be doing those deals that are more one-off and don't want to have, that just want to do deals that's one-off, we offer a per deal basis, and we offer that for standard buy side and sell side. That allows you to make sure that when you know a deal that you're going to go after, you know a deal that you want to be able to close, you purchase KOPA Hub for the per deal option, and then you take that and then you send it out, and you have that one thing, and it's good for the life of the deal. So you can always have access to it. It's easily yours. And if you need to do another deal later on, you can do that. The next type of deal or the next type of option is monthly pricing. And so we also understand that some people will do a lot of deals in a short amount of time. People may not be in the market year round. They may be in the market once a year, twice a year. And those folks may not need to get an entire annual plan. They just may need to do something that's smaller but fits within the time that they want to get a large amount of work done. So we offer that option as well for standard buy side and sell side. What that means is it's a little different because you'll see that the pricing is four times the cost of what you would see on a per deal basis. But the difference is that with that four times the price, you actually get 12 deals in that month. So you get the chance to do 12 deals. If you can talk to anybody you like and go back and think through the best times in your life. If you ever thought about getting 12 deals completed in a month, I would say that you're a rock star beyond caliber, and you're probably very famous. It's very difficult to get real estate deals done. And so by offering 12 deals a month at that price, and of course for the next 12 months, or the next month, you get another 12 deals. So essentially for every month that you go, you get 12 deals. Um, and we're very proud to be able to offer that and to have you have the ability to have that as long as you're paying for the monthly subscription. Last, but certainly not least, for those who are in the market at all times, who are always trying to get more deals in, who do this 24/7, we have the annual subscription. What that means is that you'll see that we not only have taken essentially what the monthly cost is and then provided a discount to it of 20%, we've also increased the number of deals that you can do. So instead of doing what would be 144 deals, we're actually giving you 180 deals. That allows you to make sure that in any given year, you can use this as both your pre-screening and your ongoing piece of KOPA Hub. So if you want to send out dozens or hundreds or dozens of deals at any given point in time and let people get back to you at your leisure, and then you only pick the best deals in which you go forward with, this would be essentially a way to take an analyst and make them 8 times more productive or more. It allows you to be able to run your entire company through our software. And it also allows you to, as we scale up and do more products, gives you that option to be able to move into those seamlessly, quickly, easily, and efficiently, because all your data is held in this one spot that has a single source of truth. So the annual plan is much more for those professionals who will be working on a regular basis. So first off is KOPA Hub for impact organizations. KOPA is about increasing ownership and helping people and making the world a better place for people who live near each other and far away. We want to increase what ownership looks like to the world, and we want to make sure that we offer the equality of opportunity to everyone as much as possible, and provide options for that equality of opportunity to be paired with merit for people who otherwise might be overlooked. And so for that reason, we offer KOPA Hub for impact organizations. The way that it works is you look at our rubric, and we look at what it takes to actually get it for something to be considered an impact project. And then from there, what you can do is apply to get access to KOPA Hub. If those things fit our rubric, then what we will do is we will essentially work with you, talk with you, find out in more detail what it is that you need and why. And then if everything gets approved, we would be happy to gift or provide an at cost use of KOPA Hub for free for you and for the specific needs of what the project is. On the other hand, there's KOPA Hub for enterprises. And we understand that while we have extreme functionality and cutting edge, bleeding edge technology, there's some things that if someone is a very large company that they would probably want to be able to have it themselves. So if they want white labeling, if they want to have additional features, if you want to have things that are beyond the scale of what KOPA Hub currently has but will make your job easier and faster, we want you to be able to contact us because we do plan to continually evolve and improve KOPA Hub. But we also know that it makes sense to do that in partnership with people who need to use the tech in a certain way. And we'd be happy to talk with you one off about what those things are and how to make sure that it's easiest for your company. There's no question and no request that is silly or absurd or too small or too big. But for us to understand what it is that you might need that may not be offered with what we currently have, we would love to be able to talk with you more. So please reach out to us and we'll facilitate those conversations.